Hey friends, you have to be true to yourself, okay? One of the number one self-love issues that I see is those of us that are still trying to please everyone, those of us that are still feeling like we have to do things when we really don't have to, and those of us that just feel really guilty when we say no. The thing to understand is that when we are not true to ourselves, it creates a ton of pain, internal pain, which then of course translates to external pain. And this pain can look like us doing things to our body, like maybe not eating well, not sleeping well, not moving our bodies, ignoring, aches and pains, just beating up on ourselves. It can be stuff like that. It can cause us to talk really harshly to ourselves because, we're angry at ourselves and we're disappointed in ourselves and we're not believing in ourselves anymore because we're not being true to who we are. And all of that, of course, then ripples out into our relationships. And so what can start to happen is we start to see cracks in our relationships with our partners, and we start to feel resentful of them or feel like we don't really love them or feel like they don't really love us. We start to really isolate ourselves or, see our friends in a negative light because we're seeing the world essentially in a negative light. When we see ourselves in a negative light, we start to see everyone else in the world around us in a negative light, right? So there's a heavy cost for not being true to ourselves. Really heavy cost. We feel it, and everyone else that we're in a relationship feels it. So you have to really ask yourself, is it worth it? When you're dealing with people that are still in the old paradigm of family and love and relationships and the way the world is supposed to work, you will end up in situations where people might be a little mad at you, or they may not understand when you do something that is not in accordance or is out of alignment with what they know. But over time, and with time, I should say, you begin to create a new relationship and people begin to understand. Doesn't mean that it's easy, okay? But the price to pay is far less than losing yourself. And there may be some relationships that won't be able to make it, that won't be able to make the journey with you loving yourself. And if they need to be modified or they need to be let go of, that's just a part of the change, that's just a part of growth. And that's okay. It can be painful, but it may be better to find some acceptance in that, So these are just some of the things that I work on with clients when we're doing one-to-one work in either the coaching program or the energy medicine programs. But it's really important to understand that being true to yourself is critical for your health and your well-being. And when it's not there, when you're not doing that, it has a huge cost, and it's likely not one that you want to pay, okay? So sit down with yourself today when you have some time and think about where you may not be being true to yourself. And don't blame other people for you not being true to yourself. Just think about what can you do to be more true to yourself. What are the steps that you can take? Are there conversations you need to have? Are there maybe people you need to hire, things you need to let go of? What do you need to do? But start working on that. And of course, if you need support and you want to go deeper into this, you can find me online. All of my information is always in the description or bio of wherever I post these videos, so you can find that there. But yeah, I think that as you move towards being more true to yourself, you will see that you will feel so much better about who you are. Being true to yourself is an important component of self-love practice. And so it is an important part of truly having self-love. It was so nice to be with you today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Oh, if you liked it, don't forget to give it some love wherever you're watching this, to subscribe if you aren't already, and to share it with the people in your life that you love. See you next time.